Good afternoon from InvestSharp. This is Randy Smotone with your Monday, November the 9th market update. On the economic front, we had news from the G20 officials stating they would be keeping the economic stimulus measures in place, which sent the markets much higher today. The Dow hit a new 2009 high at 10,226, which was up 203 points on the day. Let's go over and take a look at the Dow chart. Right here, nice breakout. Right there, new high. And the S&P closed up 23 points to close at 1,093, and the NASDAQ closed up 41 points to close at 2,154. S&P had the largest percent gain on the day at 2.22%. Let's go over and take a look at the SPX chart. You see here on the SPX, we're right here. We have not taken out that previous high, which is around that 1100 area, so that's going to be resistance for us. That would be great confirmation, positive for the market if we can close above that 1100 mark. So let's watch for that. Let's look at the SPX on the 60-minute. Right, your MACD here looks good. Delete that. Nice climbing MACD on the way up. Looks positive. I'm not seeing any divergence currently, so that looks promising. Oil was up $2 today to settle at $79.43 a barrel. The dollar index put in a new low today, which is amazing. Every time the dollar goes lower, the market goes much higher. That's just how it seems to work right now. Hopefully someday that correlation won't be there. Let's take a look at the gold ETF today. So here's gold. It's got an indecisive day. It was up 0.71%, which is right here. You know, it had broken out of this previous area that had been prior resistance. Had a lot of volume on gold. It still looks great on the way up, but it seems like it's slowing down. Let's go over and look at silver. Silver's the same way. You know, we had this indecisiveness here on these candles. Then up today, it was actually up over 1.16%. Volume was about average. I do like that that MACD's breaking above where I have this kind of the trend line drawn on the MACD. But I think we probably may have a little pullback. And if you take a look at the UUP, which I don't think they're issuing new shares yet because they ran out, but they've applied for 100 million more shares. So take that, you know, it continues to pull back, which is the double index for dollar ETF. But we have some support right here, so might be in for a little bounce. Wait and see here. So today I'm going to look at a retailer. Since we've got all the holidays are coming up fast, Thanksgiving and Christmas, there was a retailer today that was breaking out of its previous area of resistance, which is Best Buy, which is BBY. Broke out right here above that prior $41 area of resistance. You can see it's kind of has a inverted head and shoulder pattern right through here. You could say it has several. It's also a ascending triangle. So that looks good. It's got good fundamentals. Excuse me. Right, so here's the breakout. I would like to buy. It didn't have it had a little above average volume today, but it wasn't that great on the breakout, which makes me think probably have a chance to buy it down here where I have this orange circle around this maybe $39 or so. You could either do a partial entry up here and buy it, or you could wait and try to pick up some around this 39.50 area. Let's go back and look here. So for this particular chart and pattern, So from 41 down here to like the, I don't know, say $31 is about $10 difference. So that would give us a target of, you'd take the 41, add your from here to here, that $10 to it. So that gives me a target of about $51. It took us about 7 months to build this out. So I would have a time frame about 7 months out. So my target on this stock will be about $51 7 months from now. So all 16 sectors that we follow finished in the green today, with the gold index leading up, which was up over 4%, which gold has been pretty much leading almost every day, it seems like. And the weakest sector was the biotechnology index, which was only up 0.64%. So since gold's been so good and commodities in general has been so good, we already know GLD, you can play it that way, buy it on a dip, the ETF, or one of my favorites also is the miner, which is Barrick Gold. Make this just chart a little bigger for a second. One reason I like that is because this ascending triangle that it's in. I love that. So if you look at it here, it's broke out previous area, and I mentioned this. I don't know. It was either Twitter or something here a few days ago. I talked about it when it was breaking out. Another way you could play it buy it on a dip. FCX, Freeport McMoran, which is copper and gold, and copper's been strong as well. Another good way to play. It's coming up against some resistance up here around this 85 area. Again, it's been holding this trend line. So anytime you can buy it down here near a trend line, around $75, $76 would be a great entry. Or again, you could do a partial, and on a dip buy, you could add to it. Another one would be PCU, Southern Copper, which is symbol PCU. Another way to play this commodity rally is the dollar continues to weaken over time. So let's take a look at the VIX. So the volatility index, or some people call it the fear index, continues. Well, fear has just come totally out of the market. So MACD is saying it might have a bounce though. We'll have to keep an eye on that, because this MACD has been going higher along with it. I'm not seeing divergence, which makes me think we could definitely get a bounce here. I mean, these big rally days like this is when we're moving 200 plus, and we've been kind of like this now for week and a half or so. Makes me think we'll probably have another down day that's about as scary as these up days are great. So we'll have to wait and see. So let's go over to the InvestSharp website. Let's take a look at the current market signals. So we follow the point and figure charts for the Dow, the NASDAQ, and the S&P. All three indices are on buy signals. We did have some changes in the point and figure price objectives today for the Dow and the NASDAQ. The new price objective for the Dow is now 11,250. And the new price objective for the NASDAQ is now 2,400. The S&P price objective remains the same at 1,295, which is right here. Let's go over and take a look at the point and figure chart on the Dow. So the Dow, right at this level, has had a spread triple top breakout. And that's why, the chart calculates these price objectives. The price objective right up here. So the new price objective, preliminary bullish price objective, is 11,250. It doesn't mean we'll go there, but it does give you at least some target to work with. So right here is where we did the spread triple top breakout. There's a top there. One box above it was your triple top breakout. All right. So that's really it for today. Thanks for joining us, and remember to always invest sharp.